You clicked on this video because you're probably looking for new ways to rank higher in search. And most YouTube videos are going to talk about keyword research, including putting as many keywords in your tag box as possible. But the tag box hasn't really helped videos rank for years now. And in fact, there are plenty of videos that rank high in search without YouTube tags because tags don't matter anymore. But there is a new feature that we've actually had access to for the last year that will not only help you rank higher in search, but may hurt your video CTR if you're not using it correctly. So let's talk about what this new YouTube SEO feature is, how it affects your videos ranking and CTR, and how to use it so you can get more views on YouTube. Want to learn how to grow and monetize your YouTube channel without being in the YouTube Partner Program? Then make sure to grab my free YouTube guide, Zero to Monetize, in the description box below. Okay, so we should all know by now to rank your videos in search, you need to focus on SEO. And now, I know you've heard me say this before, and I promise I'm getting to what the new feature is, but just in case you are new, I want to take a second to let you know what SEO stands for. So SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, and this is a process of placing special metadata, also known as information, into your title, tags, description, and transcript. This metadata is primarily the target keyword you are making your video around and should be decided before you record. That's honestly how you actually rank in search. So example, in this video, I optimized for the keyword lifestyle vlog, and I placed that in my title, in my tag, in my description, and I set it in my transcript. Now, something else I did was use video chapters, and I titled them with the same keywords so viewers could easily see what part of my video I was going to give which tip. Also, being a person who is extremely passionate about SEO, I had a very strong feeling when this was rolled out last year that it was going to help me rank in search, not just YouTube, but on Google as well. And based on my research and seeing videos like this, which appeared when I typed in certain keywords, it just kind of proved that yes, video chapters can help you rank in YouTube and Google search, which means more views for you. So this is where we talk about the new feature. If you were unaware, last summer, YouTube rolled out what is known as video chapters, which I talked about in this video right here. And although I love them, a lot of YouTubers did not want to use them because they felt it would ruin their audience retention rate. Now, of course, this is a theory because video chapters make it easy for a viewer to skip around your video and only watch sections that they like instead of watching the entire video. But if you script a high quality video with a nice storytelling flow, your audience will stay there because they can easily follow your videos. So chapters should not affect your retention rate as much. And as we see right here, this video was made before chapters was available, and this is a newer video of mine that I made with chapters. So the audience retention isn't that different, and it all comes down to your video production process. Now, YouTube has played around with the video chapters feature for a while over the past couple years, and for a few months, chapters actually appeared next to a creator's video as well as underneath if you were on mobile. Last month, they rolled out automatic chapters features, which meant that based off of what you were saying in the video, the AI system was going to go ahead and predict what your chapters were and break it up for you. FYI, it doesn't work that well, so I would still go in and manually add those chapters if you really want this to work. Now, with these recent changes in the focus on video chapters and knowing YouTube tags have just become less important to creators' ranking status over the years, my theories that chapters were going to be a part of SEO was seemingly becoming true. But YouTube never mentioned anything, and I don't like to just assume, so I just kept using it as a best practice. I kept tracking things, and I was very excited when I actually saw the update because it proved what I had been tracking was true. YouTube has officially made chapters as a part of your search results in mobile. This means your video chapters will now appear underneath your video, which allows viewers to look through the chapters and see the contents of your video before they even click on your video. Now, with this appearing in search results, this adds SEO power to your video as long as you title your video chapters correctly. So this means that they should reflect that section of your video, but should also contain your target keywords to add SEO to your video's metadata. This also means your CTR is no longer controlled just by the 3 T's that I've talked about before, which is known as your topic, your title, and your thumbnail. Now, I know a lot of people are just going to assume that it's just your thumbnail that affects your CTR, but the reason why it's these 3 that affect your CTR, which stands for click-through ratio, is because your topic, your title, and your thumbnail were the main 3 things a viewer used to decide if they were going to click on your video once it appeared in search, browse, or suggested. Now that your video chapters appear in search results directly underneath your video, this gives another deciding factor on whether your audience will choose to watch your video. So what can you do to ensure you rank your videos higher and you win the click now, since this new SEO feature is not going to just control your ranking, but also control your CTR? So the first thing you want to do is make sure you're optimizing your video chapters just like you would optimize your main video's title. So this is where keywords are going to be your best friend here. Next, be sure your video has a good flow to it and entice your audience with the chapter titles. So this way, they're going to want to watch your video even more, since now they can get a quick glance of your entire video without clicking into your video, which should also help your audience retention rate as well. And I know you may be saying, what about vlogs? It's harder to do this with vlogs, but it's actually not. Remember, vlogging is just a video style, and a good vlog follows the same SEO practices as any tips, how-to, or tutorial style video. But if you are still confused on how to really optimize your video in search and increase your CTR with video chapters, you can access my in-depth training for just $1 that goes over just that. I also go through some scripting tips for vlogs as well. Link is in the description box below. You can also go over this video right here on SEO for beginners. Now get out there, make some content, and let's grow together.